Mia's father had a laboratory, but she had no idea what was in it. Her dad always closed and locked the door when he went in. She knew that he used it to do projects for work. He never told Mia what these projects were. One night, Mia approached the door to the laboratory. She stopped and thought, "I wonder what crazy experiment he is doing now." Suddenly she heard a loud noise. It sounded like an evil laugh. The noise scared her, so she walked quickly back to her room. The next night, her friend Liz came to her house. When Liz arrived, Mia told her about the night before. "Oh, it was terrible," she said. "Why don't we see what is in there?" Liz asked. "It will be a fun adventure." Mia felt nervous about going into her father's laboratory, but she agreed. As always, the door was locked. They waited until Mia's father left the laboratory to eat dinner. "He didn't lock the door," Liz said. "Let's go." The laboratory was dark. The girls walked down the stairs carefully. Mia smelled strange chemicals. What terrible thing was her father creating? Suddenly, they heard an evil laugh. It was even worse than the one Mia heard the night before. What if a monster was going to kill them? Mia had to do something. She shouted for help. Mia's father ran into the room and turned on the lights. "Oh no," he said. "You must have learned my secret." "Your monster tried to kill us," Mia said. "Monster?" he asked. "You mean this?" He had a pretty doll in his hands. The doll laughed. The laugh didn't sound so evil anymore. "I made this for your birthday. I wanted to give it to you then, but you can have it now. I hope you like it." "I live in Louisiana. It is a southern state. Louisiana is famous for crawfish, Creole and Cajun food, bayous, Mardi Gras, hurricanes, multiculturalism, music, and the Mississippi River. It is the 31st largest state and the 25th most populous, making it average in both categories. You might know some of the major cities like New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Metairie, and Lafayette. The state capital is Baton Rouge. Now that you know some of the basic facts about Louisiana, let me tell you a little more about my state. Louisiana is known for its people and culture. Located at the mouth of the Mississippi River, it was an important place for people to build. It was originally a French colony, although the Spanish visited it before them. Of course, there were already Native Americans living there. Due to some complicated history, the French, the Spanish, and the English have owned parts of it. America eventually bought it, along with a lot of other land in what was called the Louisiana Purchase. The mixture of peoples in this territory, when combined with the slaves that were imported and Haitian immigrants, have made Louisiana a place of mixed cultures. In business, fishing is probably the most important industry. Louisiana produces a lot of crawfish. It is the world's largest supplier of them. It also makes a lot of cotton, soybeans, sugarcane, dairy, rice, and poultry. Tourism is important, as are the oil and coal industries. They also have a growing film industry. You might have heard of Tabasco sauce, which originated in Louisiana. There is also a large National Guard presence in Louisiana, with several thousand soldiers training in the state. When you're looking for something to do in Louisiana, remember that we're pretty big on football. We produce a lot of pro NFL players in our colleges. The New Orleans Saints won the Super Bowl just a couple of years ago. We also have the New Orleans Pelicans, an NBA team. Our state is called the Pelican State for this same bird. There is good food to be eaten as well. With such a mixed population, you get some delicious Creole and Cajun food. I hope you brought your appetite. There's seafood, rice, beans, chicken, and spicy food to try. Then go ride in a horse-pulled buggy. down the historic streets and past famous, spooky graveyards and old plantations. Or you could listen to some jazz music. There's just so much to do. Now that you know a little more about Louisiana, are you thinking about visiting? There are many things to see and do. Hope to see you soon. Lindy loved the winter and all that came with it. There was just one problem. She wanted to learn to ski. Living in Colorado, there are many ski trails. Lindy was jealous of all her friends who knew how to ski and went on ski weekends during the winter. "Mom, why can't I learn how to ski?" asked Lindy. "I didn't think you ever wanted to learn how to ski," said Mom. "You never seemed interested, and you never asked." "I'm asking now," said Lindy. "Can I learn to ski?" Mom said she would ask Lindy's dad and let her know soon. That night, Mom and Dad talked about Lindy learning to ski. "It's a lot of money to learn to ski and to get all the equipment," said Dad. "I don't know if we can afford it right now." "But all her friends are skiing, and I don't want her to feel left out," said Mom. The next day, Lindy came running home from school and flew open the door to the kitchen. "Mom, Mom," cried Lindy, "the best thing in the world has happened." Our teacher, Miss Lucas, is sponsoring a ski trip through the school, and she gets to take 5 students who want to learn to ski, said Lindy. She said I would be able to go, and it would only cost the money for the bus. "Please, can I go?" asked Lindy. "What about all the equipment?" "Is that no cost too?" asked Mom. "Yes, because a special company is paying for the trip and equipment." "Wow, that sounds too good to be true," said Mom. "Let me call Miss Lucas tomorrow and get the details." The next day, Miss Lucas spoke with Lindy's mom, and everything was true that Lindy said about the trip. Lindy was going for the weekend and would learn to ski. Her dream of skiing was finally coming true. Lindy and her classmates finally arrived at the ski lodge. They learned everything about the skis and how to handle the ski poles. Lindy went down the beginner hill with her teacher and skied like she was skiing for years. When Lindy got home, she told her parents about the great time she had and how well she did with the lessons she learned over the weekend. Lindy's parents were so happy that she realized her dream of learning to ski. What was even more exciting for Lindy was that her parents surprised her with a new pair of skis so she would be able to ski again during the winter. "Wow," said Lindy. "I never expected this trip or the great pair of skis. This is the best time of my life." Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new episodes. Share your stories and impressions in the comments.